shots with these balls. I hope you got your vest on. He had an issue but can't speak cause his chest on. I ain't never scared to shake the room and get my flex on. This shit dope, homie, it ain't been stepped on. Hopping out, something clean with my best on. Niggas ain't touching my fit, my style Teflon. Tell fan Fresh tip my chick, she don't do press on. Eastside Pittsburgh nigga, I get my rep on. I was just in Houston having brisket on a slider. Watch how you talk to me, baby, I'm a provider. Did you come to multiply or you a divider? I don't need a bad bitch, girl, I need a rider. So hop on, you looking at the bus driver. When it's game time, I hit the hole like Dan Crowder. Where I'm from, these niggas sell they soul for a fiver. I had to make something out of nothing like MacGyver. That Phararoh rose from the rubble with a hieroglyphic hand read. The streets don't love you. Futuristic Mike with a gold head dress on. Screaming, homie, it ain't been stepped on. Oh, he your favorite with that weak shit so egregious. But what he say he done did, I don't believe it. I've been stepping so much, I need some orthopedics. No, you say you been stepping, dog, for real, I gotta see it. Nah, I'm sorry, baby, I'm a skeptic. All these rappers walking dead, I put them down like they infected. Give a fuck about your riz, and I ain't looking at your necklace. In a hit to your studio and knock you off my checklist, nigga. I'm on these beats, giving niggas hands and feet. They want competition in music, but they can't compete. Audacity, after we cook, you want a chance to eat. Keep my grass cut so these snakes don't have a chance to sneak. Tell these rappers I'm handing out halos like I'm Master Chief. 30 niggas with me in fatigue like I'm Master P. Had to keep it shiesty, dog, but I ain't got no mask with me. Y'all can point out competition, I'll show you a casualty. With these balls, I hope you got your vest on. He had an issue but can't speak cause his chest gone. I ain't never scared to shake the room and get my flex on. This shit dope, homie, it ain't been stepped on. Hopping out, something clean with my best on. Niggas ain't touching my fit, my style Teflon. Tell fan Fresh tip my chick, she don't do press-ons. Eastside Pittsburgh nigga, I get my rep on.
Action. Peace. Hey, who am I with?
You know, you with Phararoh Lum, I mean, the Trap Eternal Music Group, and the Lum Allow Show. I mean, you see. For sure.
My God.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's popping with it, bro?
Good to see you, baby. Finally got you in the chair, boy.
Yeah, I know. We've been talking about it for a minute. It's crazy from having you made it down.
We have.
Shit definitely fly down here and shit.
I know, bro. That performance was crazy, though.
No, good look, bro. Good look. I appreciate that. I told you it was my first time performing that joint.
For real?
I just recorded that. Shout out to my boy. Yeah, I wrote that on the plane back. Well, half it on the plane back from Houston and shit. And then,
from Houston?
Yeah, my boy gave me that beat when I got down there and shit.
Okay,
He's staying in Houston now, so.
I think he was telling me a little bit something about that, but we're going to get into that in the interview. Yeah. But, brother, before we start, so I ask everybody 3 questions, right? So everybody answers them however they want to.
For sure.
Different. So, first question. What's the motion?
So what's the motion?
Yeah.
So many things came to mind just now for me. I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, right now the motion for me is connectivity, bro. That's the motion for me. I'm trying to, networking is the key to one of the keys to life, for real. Definitely the key to, what I mean, main key to business, for real. So I'm just trying to spend this year doing more networking because I feel like I'm good at a lot of things, but I feel like the best thing I probably can do is probably connect with people, for real. So you got to kind of unleash that shit and be able to be yourself so you can, try to get to where you want to go. So definitely connectivity, bro.
Connectivity, all right, perfect. And what's the culture?
Culture is power, bro. That's what we be forgetting, bro. The culture is power, and holding on to our power, bro. We be hoeing ourselves out too much, bro. Like, all the time, bro. Selling the shit short, bro. We so quick to just fucking sell the culture out to a motherfucker and let them parade. Like, there's too many, man. I just bought this weak-ass jacket off this company, man. I'm mad as hell I can't remember the name, but they parading around like a black company. Bought this weak-ass jacket. I looked online, this shit. Bro, I wish I had the picture. Online, it was leather. It had all this shit, like these black fists. It had soul on it. And in my brain, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's the blackest shit ever. I'm looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now they got me. Shout out to them, fucking crooks. They got me, like, I'm looking at this shit like, it's the blackest shit ever. Now I cop this shit. And I realized the whole persona of the site was as plastic as this fucking jacket they sent me. Like, I can't even wear this shit to the gym. It's so trash. So, I say the culture is power, bro. Remember that. Don't give the culture away, bro.
The culture is power.
For real.
No bamboozling in the culture. Bro.
None, bro. You can't bamboozle the culture.
No, never that. All right,
can't
third one.
The culture.
Now, what's the business?
What's the business?
Yes, sir.
The business is growth, brother. The business is growth. As long as you growing, you always gonna profit. If you got a business that ain't growing, eventually you just dying slow, for real. So
Indeed.
A lot of people are happy with sustaining and shit and all kind of businesses and shit, but I know I learned from my boss. Remember I told you I was the head of marketing for a wine company. Shout out to Dreadnought Wines, you know what I mean? And even though my old boss, you know, me and her notoriously used to go at it all the time, I always had a common respect for her. Like, even when I left the job, I gave her 2 weeks and I told her how much I respected her, even though me and her would go at it, you know what I mean? But she would always explain to me how important it was to continuously grow her business and how that growth, you know, is really like, it's really like pivotal for your survival. It's not even pivotal for you getting rich or being the top. It's pivotal for you to survive, especially in business. So the business for me is growth, always growing. You know what I mean? Even if I'm growing mentally, just growing strategy-wise or growing with the amount of people I know, just always trying to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Growth. Yeah, growth is a very pivotal thing. Let's revisit something. You said slow death.
Yeah, slow death, bro. If
Yeah,
you ain't
bro.
growing, slow death.
All right. So, music industry, music business, slow death.
Yeah.
In this day and age, AI, anybody can like literally just download Sono, produce a beat.
For sure.
You can upload your vocals. AI can write you a song.
Yeah, make a music video for you or something.
Okay, is this the slow death of organic artists? That let's not just say organic, because you know what? Maybe I'm being a little biased because I definitely use AI as the tools, and I understand that these are tools to help people bring their imagination alive.
Yeah.
So maybe it's kind of wrong for me to sit here and say like, well, just because you can't sing, you know, you shouldn't be using AI to make you, you know, help you to bring your dream to life of creating a song.
Right.
But that's my opinion, and normally I don't try to give my opinion on stuff too much. But I just wanted to touch on that, basically that subject rather, because organically your bars are great, but you know, somebody can just say, hey, you know what, write me a verse similar to Lums, and somebody could literally do that right now. So the slow death, do you believe AI is the slow death of, well, what we know of as entertainment right now?
To be honest, I think the fact that people are inherently shallow and that we have a thing called celebrity worship will prevent that from happening anytime soon. Because we have an abundance of people who are going to like anything that somebody puts out based on who the person is who puts it out. We have a lot of people who like music based on, you know, them hearing the music. But most of the time, I know it's usually tied to an artist or identity or a fandom or something like that. Now, I do think it puts stuff like that in danger, especially, I feel like it puts a lot of artists for hire work in danger. Like I told you earlier, like I have various times where shit got left on the table because a nigga couldn't meet a deadline.
Right.
Or because a nigga couldn't take direction.
Right.
And I know when I tell the AI to do something, he ain't just going to go rogue. If I tell the AI, yo, there can't be no weed in this video, the AI ain't going to put no weed in the video. You know what I'm saying? The AI ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to wait. If my shit Tuesday and my album release party Wednesday, I ain't got to be having a heart attack because the AI told me he was going to have it by Monday, but now the nigga ain't answering his phone.
Right. It can meet deadlines.
You feel what I'm saying? So, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't think it really puts art in danger any more than digital production put actual musicians in danger when it comes to music production. I feel like it's just an innovation, and I feel like a lot more artists are going to try to use it, but I feel like there's still like for one with them videos, there's some weird uncanny valley thing they can't shake, where it's like you're watching somebody, you know it's an AI video, it'd be like I'm talking or something, and I sit here and I'm like, what? You're like, there's a bug on me, and I'm moving all of a sudden, and then I just start looking everywhere, and I'm looking at the ground, and like AI videos, I'll just start looking at the ground and finishing the sentence and shit like this. So until they can fix shit like that, which is I'm assuming is going to be pretty fast with how they're going.
Oh, it is, my friend.
Yeah, I think we're going to be cool though, because I feel like there's a lot, like art is it's a very niche scene anyway. People who support art for a lot more reasons besides the fact that they like it, and you know what I mean, they want to. I can't see, like when I was having a club, I seen people come pay $400 or $500 for pieces of art from people. I just can't see that ever happening from AI. I can't see there being a booth and they're like, AI made this painting, like, and they're like, oh, I'll buy it for $600. Like I've seen people come out of pocket
until somebody does it.
Yeah,
Look, I'm not gonna lie. There was an AI song. It was with Drake.
Yeah.
It was like, I walked in with my ex like Selena, the flights, hey, jumping double. However it went though, but the melody was really, really catchy.
Yeah.
It was, and I was like, damn. And then I looked at what Timberland is doing with.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because think about it, right? Okay, I'm a producer, and it's like, you know what? they ain't feel like coming to the studio today. The same thing you said about like we had deadlines.
No, you're right.
Now
There's a label
producer can
thinking
do
that
the same thing.
or a label just being like, oh yeah, we need a second album. Fuck your second album. Oh yeah, we gonna go get whoever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, we'll just take your first album, just take your vocals and have AI write a new album with your voice.
Swear to God.
They really can do that, bro.
Yeah, like sorry, Block Boy, we don't need you no more. We got Block Boy 30,000.
Exactly.
Right on the joint. So I mean, it's tough though. Like me personally, like when it come to like we just said, remember the question you asked me about like what is the culture?
Right.
And I said power. I feel like no matter what, there's always a certain thing with hip hop. Hip hop came out niche, you know what I mean? Everything's always been against it. So I feel like inside the hip hop culture, I feel like we're always gonna have a type of appreciation for things that are inherently us. There's always going to be people who are going to try to sell the culture out. Like every group of people is going to have their sellouts, their traders, their whatever, and the people that cop for them. I feel like inside the culture will be cool. Now, the more commercial art spaces, I'm not so sure about. You know what I mean? I don't think you're going to have too many artists designing the inside of Kaufman's in 14 years. You know what I mean? Right. I don't think like a lot of interiors. I think a lot of that stuff's going to be done, but I think there's always going to be like a genuine want for human art.
Because storytelling, you know what I mean? I'll say that.
Yeah.
Again, just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe 3 key points are what determines like success, and at least in the field that we're in.
Yeah.
Uniqueness, right? How different are you from everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Niche, who are you speaking to? And then your story, right? Because sometimes people will just rock with you because the story was just so crazy. And it's just like we can think back like early, 2000 when 50 Cent came out.
Yeah, facts.
Shot.
I know I need to be attached to a story to really.
You know what I mean? So stories will help sell it. I don't see that going nowhere because as far as I know, AI can't tell you what it's like to lose its virginity.
Yeah.
Right. So there's
and people like the culture. Like even we make a lot of jokes about how hip hop has turned into a place where like there's a 14-year-old white kid in Arkansas arguing about why King Von died. Yes. Like it's turned into a place where there's opinions like that all over the place. Like, but the thing you have to respect with these kids is that they actually have a genuine appreciation for what they consider is authentic, even if they're not of the culture. They got a genuine appreciation for no, this is authentic. People told me that when Tekashi 6ix9ine came out, he was going to go platinum again because nobody cared about that. And when I checked, I seen a lot of the same little white kids that follow him say, "Nah, you a rat."
Well, yeah.
Nah.
Exactly.
I'm good. And it's not saying that's right or wrong, but to them, they're being of the culture.
Right.
And that's their way of doing it. They could be completely misguided. I'm going to leave that to people who listen to this interview to comment whether they are or not. Right. But in their mind, they're completely of the culture. So I feel like they're going to try to hold the fort as well as us when some shit doesn't seem like it's of the culture. And like I said, there's always going to be people who's like willing to listen to anything. There's always going to be like, whenever there's media, there's always going to be media whores. There's going to be people who consume whatever type of media. Right, I watch anything, I listen to anything. Oh, it's good. Oh, it got a nice beat. I don't care what they're saying.
Binge watch garbage.
Yeah, but like the Future fans was never for fucking Common, and the Milli Vanilli fans was never for Tribe Called Quest.
No, I agree.
So I feel like there's always going to be nuances. I feel like, you're going to get some Milli Vanillis and, you know what I mean, some more I want to hear at the top of the charts. And they're probably going to look for the, whatever new latest AI song is out. But if you like me and you wondering when the next West Side Gun coming out, you know what I mean, the new Conway or like the new Kendrick or some fucking Jay Electronica, you know what I mean, then you ain't never going to fall into that because like I avoid playlisting on any. Where's them AI songs going to be? At the top of Apple, where I'm not. So, I mean, the
you
top
pretty much got to just curate your own list for the most part.
Bro, that's what I do, bro. I found a dude from Florida a couple years ago, bro. I don't know if he make music no more. His name was Big Baby Scumbag, bro. He was tough, bro. He was tough. I randomly found him on World Star. I'm like, damn, if I had the money.
His name was what?
Big Baby Scumbag.
Oh, he's got to be tough in a name like that.
He's tough, bro. Music is hard, bro. I still listen to his shit now. I be wondering,
what is a nigga like that rap about?
Bro, he be
Scumbag.
Bro, he just be going, bro. It's kind of like a Lil Wayne-ish type of like subject matter. He be going, bro. He had this shit called Hammer Time. It'd be a lot of random shit, but he got little hard lines in there. I ain't gonna act like he trying to do deep dives and lyrical shit or nothing, but he be sliding though. I ain't even gonna lie. Like,
is he a scumbag for real? Like his content is
nah, his content ain't like scumbag-ish for real. It's like party. There's a kid from Sweden I listen to, Young Lean. Young Lean. I would say he's like a white Swedish Future a little bit. Like
his name is Young Lean.
Young Lean. But he tough. He had this joint called Ski Mask Shorty. I was listening to that shit. I'm like, this is tough.
And he's from Sweden?
From Sweden. from Sweden. So like I'm always gonna find random shit. There's people here, you know what I'm saying, from the city I listen to and shit for real. There's people outside the city. So I feel like when you got people who really just a fan of genuine music and genuine people, like we're always gonna find a way around the AI.
I do
shit,
agree with
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like,
I do.
There's always gonna be people who's gonna consume it, you know what I mean? And I mean, will they take a market share or two? They might. They might take up some market share.
All right, so I know I listen to your music. So say,
Yeah.
how would you sell me on listening to your music as opposed to listening to AI artist music? Like, what do you bring to the table as an artist, where it cannot be duplicated? I know what it is, right?
Yeah.
But I want you to explain it in your words.
I feel like I bring all the experiences you hear in a lot of rapper stories with a really different perspective. Like I've been through every single thing that, you know what I mean, people really talk about in these verses or try to make a big deal about or try to inherently go around, you know what I mean, to make a name for themselves. As far as like shit that happened to me in the streets, I done beefs with niggas, I done been almost to tears thinking like, yo, I might get indicted one day because of certain shit that, you know what I'm saying, happened. But I don't lean on any of that as a crutch for my content and shit. That just informs my perspective going forward. Like, it powers my flow up. You may hear me talk about it a lot, but I don't use that as a crutch. Like, when you listen to me, you get somebody who's been through all that shit, who came past it. It can give you a different perspective, but still knows what the fuck he talking about, because I'm a real fucking live trench baby at the end of the day. Like, when it...
Live trench baby.
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, I got a lot of shit that I do for... you know what I mean, people I do at work and shit, and the kids I work with and everything, but they gotta know, like, shit, I've been through real, like, you know what I mean? Everything about me, I got a story about everything. There's a scar under my left eye from when I was 13 and got into it with a nigga who was 22. You
He was 13 and fought a 22-year-old?
Yeah, it started a 5-year beef with a bunch of worse shit than me fighting a 22-year-old. You know what I mean? So, like, shit like that's probably out of control. I describe my shit as, like, drug off the porch.
Drug off the porch.
Because I don't know if I jumped. It's more like the hood just came and got, come on, nigga. It's your turn. I know you wasn't prepared, because I was honestly probably, before that happened, I would describe myself as like a goofy little kid, for real. I'm a goofy kid. I'm watching Power Rangers. I'm in the crib. But then after that happened, all of a sudden, a couple years later, I'm just like, all right, well, the nigga's trying to kill me. No more Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more. Yeah, no more. Welcome to the streets, nigga. And none of that shit be fly.
Ain't no more for time.
No more. No more at all. But I feel like I got a great perspective because I got such a love for where I'm from and, you know what I'm saying, the streets and the people, the way I grew up. But I'm never going to be the nigga to glorify that. I don't like when niggas be talking about, these niggas have so much fun beefing, it just blows my brain. Because whenever I think about it, I'm like, that was not fun for me at all. Like, you ever like, be out on a date, nigga, and see 9 niggas? Like,
yeah.
you ever be out on a date and see 9 niggas? Fuck is you going, nigga? I'm sorry, baby, this shit over. What's going on? Don't worry about it. You go that way, I'm gonna go this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of the things people like, I feel like I just have a different perspective than a lot of people have on a lot of the same type of shit that they heard all the time, for real. When it comes down to it. I feel like that's the best sell for why you want to check my music out.
So the lens.
The lens, bro. The lens is everything. You know from shooting.
Yeah, I do.
The lens is everything.
The lens is everything. And live trench baby.
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, I got a lot of shit that I do for you know what I mean, people I do at work and shit, and the kids I work with and everything, but they gotta know, like, shit, I've been through real, like, you know what I mean? Everything about me, I got a story about everything. There's a scar under my left eye from when I was 13 and got into it with a nigga who was 22.
He was 13 and fought a 22-year-old?
Yeah, it started a 5-year beef with a bunch of worse shit than me fighting a 22-year-old. You know what I mean? So, like, shit like that's probably out of control. I describe my shit as, like, drug off the porch.
Drug off the porch.
Because I don't know if I jumped. It's more like the hood just came and got, come on, nigga. It's your turn. I know you wasn't prepared, because I was honestly probably, before that happened, I would describe myself as like a goofy little kid, for real. I'm a goofy kid. I'm watching Power Rangers. I'm in the crib. But then after that happened, all of a sudden, a couple years later, I'm just like, all right, well, the nigga's trying to kill me. No more Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more. Yeah, no more. Welcome to the streets, nigga. And none of that shit be fly.
Ain't no more for time.
No more. No more at all. But I feel like I got a great perspective because I got such a love for where I'm from and, you know what I'm saying, the streets and the people, the way I grew up. But I'm never going to be the nigga to glorify that. I don't like when niggas be talking about, these niggas have so much fun beefing, it just blows my brain. Because whenever I think about it, I'm like, that was not fun for me at all. Like, you ever like, be out on a date, nigga, and see 9 niggas? Like,
yeah.
you ever be out on a date and see 9 niggas? Fuck is you going, nigga? I'm sorry, baby, this shit over. What's going on? Don't worry about it. You go that way, I'm gonna go this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of the things people like, I feel like I just have a different perspective than a lot of people have on a lot of the same type of shit that they heard all the time, for real. When it comes down to it, I feel like that's the best sell for why you want to check my music out.
So the lens,
the lens, bro. The lens is everything. You know from shooting.
Yeah, I do.
The lens is everything.
The lens is everything, and I said this before.